Good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you guys find yourselves today. I hope everything's going well, and welcome to episode 4. Unfortunately, last episode, we lost the dearly beloved Luscious, who I forgot to make a sign for. Let me do that real quick. Ah, I can't even begin to explain how soul crushing it was at the end of episode 3 when I thought everything was going perfectly. I was so confident. I was like, "Oh, what a perfect episode. You couldn't have written it better." Everything was going great. I made this nice little tree here, a birch tree attempt with azalea flowers and a really beautiful pond right here. Very spacious for Luscious. And then all of a sudden, two drowned, which I guess spun back from the little empire they had over there, that little town. They came over and they slimed Luscious. I didn't even know Luscious was taking damage when Luscious was fighting. I was like, "Oh, cool, Lush, go fight him, go fight him." I didn't see the hits being registered. I didn't even know Axolotls fought drowned. And the next thing I knew, he, he was gone. I uh, I wish I could have done a lot of things differently. But unfortunately, time waits for no one. I'm actually way more distraught about this than you would likely imagine. As you can see, I ran back there and I gave him a piece of my mind. Kind of, let them know that Luscious has backup, and for what they did, I felt obligated to turn it back around and really give them that, a good taste of their own medicine. You want to come into my home, I'll come into yours. Even though I think I came into their house first. But needless to, that's not important. Needless to say, we got to keep moving. And it's already day 21. I've spent so much time mourning Lush. And forever he will stay right here next to his favorite music box. Maybe the one experience he had. The one and only experience he had on this server. Okay. Day. I'm not going to try it. I think it's 21, but I proceeded to try it. We are going to spend a lot of today trying to use some of the new items that I've gotten. In particular, the clay. I want to make a little bit of a platform, maybe right over here, and a wall. Why do you want to make a wall? You might ask. Do you intend on making the other three? Ceiling to make a building? No, I do not. I intend on just making a wall. And there's a specific reason for this. And I have you guys to thank for it. Since last episode, I think you guys remember I had a little bit of a scene there where I spoke about the amazing moments of figuring out I had 2 viewers and maybe somebody watched through the whole video. At the time I still didn't have any subscribers, so it was monumental. However, since then, I guess you could say I had a bit of a boom. All of a sudden, out of seemingly nowhere, I woke up, I think that Sunday it must have been. 2 days ago, I woke up, and I saw that I had, I want to say maybe 256, give or take, views. and something like, I think, 32 subscribers out of nowhere. Absolutely blew up while I was sleeping, and I was kind of shocked. Like, wow, okay. Uh, as you guys can imagine, with my excitement at 2 viewers, the excitement at 32 subscribers was ridiculous. I'm gonna go ahead and take these ferni out for a specific purpose here. But I never saw that coming. I was not prepared. I woke up and all of a sudden I had a bunch of views and a collection of subscribers. And since then, it's really only been uphill. I say since then, like it's been an extended period of time, but it has really only been 2 days. But in those 2 days, all of a sudden, it's just been booming. I just sent out a post maybe an hour or two ago, thanking you guys for 100 subscribers. And I I sent out the episode 2 on Monday at 3 p.m. and that's receiving attention as well. And I'm editing episode 3 right now, and all of a sudden it feels like, wow, we've hit the ground running. And because of that, I need to celebrate you guys. And how do I celebrate you guys? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little platform. I'm thinking out of brick here, and then a wall. And on this wall, I'm going to be celebrating my 100 subscribers. 100 subscribers! Can you, I mean, like, barely even got started. It's incredible. So, if I'm not mistaken, do I need to actually break them again to get, that's annoying. It's just ridiculous. I would have never imagined all this love so fast. So I want to commemorate you guys, and I'm going to do that here. The idea is simple. I'm just going to create my platform. I'm going to make a wall, and then for all of my 100 subscribers and some extras that did sneak the cut, I guess, I'm going to put you guys all up here to commemorate you guys forever, right here in the starter area. Because when I was uploading videos for the starter area, you guys can say, we were here, we were watching it live, we saw all that happen. So I do hope I have your guys' names written down. So I think I'll actually put the names down episode 15. Whoa, episode 5, just so you guys have a bit of breathing room and you guys can actually plan out, like, hey, put a comment, and just say, I was subscriber number 3, I was subscriber number 4, I was subscriber number 106. Don't worry, I'll include you too. The 120s, everything up until when I upload that video, or not upload that video, when I record that video, I will have your names up here in this section. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight to work on making a cool little platform and eventually a nice wall. Another thing that I think might be worth noting is I'm also considering, for 100 subscribers, I don't know, I'm going to commemorate you guys here, but I also feel like I want to do just a bit more. Now, believe it or not, this is going to come as a shock to you guys. I'm not making money doing this, so, if you're expecting a giveaway, I'm terribly sorry. I have not made a single dime, and I won't make a single dime for quite a long time. I literally just started, but I think I'm going to remaster episodes 1 and 2. So I was reading what you guys had said, and a big part of what you guys found important was that calm, natural vibe where it's not a video clip every 4 seconds just constantly switching on. It's a fun experience for you guys. It's slow paced. So I'm going to try to, while making sure I keep my editing integrity, I guess you can say, I'm going to try my best to remaster episodes 1 and 2. Not majorly, just, some slight changes and modifications. And hopefully, if you guys are willing to, you guys are the original subscribers, the OGs, you might want to maybe take a look at the videos again and tell me, hey, I like this. I think this is better than the original, or I like the original better. Whatever you guys want. I really kind of want to tailor it for you guys. So I've heard your guys' comments, and in particular, I think episode 2 was a bit too high energy. I think I made a bit too many jokes. So I'm gonna try to walk it back. Is the goal. You know, really take a step back, slow it down. I say slow it down, but the days really do feel like they're flying. I I don't know why. I sometimes I'll be recording, and then when I'm underground, it seems like it takes so much longer to get like a good amount of days in versus when I'm up above, and it's likely just because I am sleeping when it becomes nighttime, but I mean, it is unbelievably fast. I feel like I can only say 2 things before it's time to go ahead and pretty much move on to the next day. While I'm celebrating you guys, I do want to also say something here. Once this is all built, I'm gonna start making genuine changes or preparations to get out of here. I know I've said it every single episode up until this point, but I'm putting a hard deadline on myself that once this is built here, the start of episode 5 will have all of your guys' beautiful names on it, and then I'm going. That's it. And I probably won't even record me putting the names on. I'll just show you guys, you know, your names up here, and then I'll just go. So that's my goal today. Get everything ready. Prepare to leave. And if you're a subscriber and you're like, hey, I'm a subscriber and you're celebrating me and then you're going to leave this place? What? No, this is going to be the original spot. I'm not going to leave this place alone, per se. This is always going to be a place that I'm going to be able to incrementally come back to, and it's a special place for all of us. And I think the fact that I am going to keep it kind of relatively as it is, I'm going to visit, but it's going to stay relatively as it is just an homage to how long all of you guys have been here and able to support me. And I cannot thank you guys enough. I truly cannot. I think I could definitely afford to use a bit more stone. Unfortunately, I have none. Oh wait, no, I do. I have cobbled deep slate. I got from last episode. Totally forgot about that. Wow, okay. I think I can make a furnace out of these. I can. Alright. Have a little bit of a furnace wall to help me cook this stuff up. I chose bricks because obviously I collected a bunch of clay last time, and I do feel like it's not too far of a departure from what I've got going on here. I can't make it out of, you know, diamonds. Though I do have a lot. I do have a lot. And trust me, I am bringing those with me. So don't you guys worry. Don't you worry one bit about that. I'm definitely bringing those with me. That being said, though, I don't think that I'm going to be using them immediately. I think that, you know, I kind of have a pace that I want to move at, and getting 22 diamonds was a big, I guess, thwart. I just wasn't expecting to collect that much, and I wasn't keeping track of it either. I was just in the lush caves enjoying myself. I got a little bit too tunnel visioned, cave visioned, I guess. Ooh, what? A little bit too, yeah, cave visioned, lush cave visioned, and I kind of ended up just mining. I do hope you enjoyed it, though. I try to make it a little bit enjoyable. I try to make it a little bit cinematic, but at the end of the day, diamonds are a lot, and diamonds entail a lot, and I think I'm going to use them when I think I've earned them. And the best way to earn them is to find somewhere to live. Finally finish my goals. I think that might make sense. I want to let you guys know that I immediately regret putting this on a diagonal. I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't know what the plot was. I hope you guys noticed. I'm also making some terracotta. Don't worry, it's not the end of the world. It wasn't a mistake. I just thought, hey, maybe this might look half decent together. You know, it's all right. it's all right. Let me go ahead, and I think I'm gonna do maybe like a dark oak. So I'm gonna use these dark oaks and logs. Let me see what makes sense here. I'm thinking like a darker framing, maybe, mayhaps. Also, I'm probably gonna need a new iron axe because I intend to strip these logs. We'll see. I know it looks awful right now. Let's see. 2. So I'm gonna go up 3 here. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, the goal is just to make a nice little. I say little. It's gonna be massive. Homage to you guys. I'm gonna do it like where each sign is gonna have 4 names on it. So if I can make a 5x5, that'd be great. 5x5, which will be 25, and then 4 names each. Should be able to get to 100. And then after that, I'll have another list of post 100 subscribers that I am including. Oh, I didn't think this through, did I? Oh, there's no water here. All right. This should break my fall. No, it's not. Ouch. Yeah. I could have saved myself there. I definitely could have. Awesome. All right. And how am I going to make a 100 here? I don't know how I'm going to do that. Okay. Wow, okay. Progress. Something like that. Do some terraforming here, you know? Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. And just like that, we have our 100 subscriber wall. After a good sleep, time to show you guys what it looks like. Ta-da! And just right here, 100 subs. So I'll put it all maybe down this order, I'm thinking. Because you can't put them in the same block space. Again, I don't know why I made it diagonal. I don't know what the thought process was. But right down this way, I think will be our method. So, or maybe, I guess when you see it from here, you might want to see it on these blocks, huh? Well, I'll let you guys choose. This will be left. If you say, I think it should be on the left side, do it here. And this will be right. And you'll say, I want it on the right side. So just let me know in the comments. And I'll be sure to add you guys right on in there. I've also realized, after doing a quick check onto my channel, that I am already at 137 now, as of this point in my recording. And, might need to clear some trees back here. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. By the time this episode 5 comes out, we'll see where we're at. But this is fantastic. That being said, though, we have to actually hello. That was a nice juke. You saw that? Ooh! Oh my goodness! What is going on? You spend one night trying to make a subscriber celebration, and all of a sudden, all the mobs decide that you're fresh meat. Another one. Are you? What the heck? Could take a look at myself. Oh, okay, cool. I thought I had a bunch of arrows in my head. I think we can put these guys away because it's time to move on to the next thing. Actually, let me just real quick, now that they're available. Ah, and now it's raining. Okay. Wonderful. But I can actually use this because my little fellas here, which I'll be adding some nice good old flowers and other saplings and such. They're going to be right here as decorations. Okay, enough, enough. Enough is enough. It's time to move on. I'm happy to be getting a pretty consistent amount of bread at this point. I'm able to sustain myself and everything's going well. However, I do want to do something pretty redundant, somebody might say. What I want to do, and it may seem a little bit, you know, like I said, redundant, but I want to get myself a fishing rod. Yes, I know I have everything I need for a fishing rod, so it's going to sound like that's just a short adventure. But I then want to go fishing for an extended period of time. Why is this? Well, because I did say, and I'm standing on it, that I want to get out of here by next episode. And one of the things that I really want, but is really difficult to obtain without killing something, is leather. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and remember, I'm not doing any research, so I could be wasting a pretty large sum of time here. But what I could do, I believe, is basically start fishing, right? And hope that by random chance I do get one piece of leather. Just one piece of leather, I think. So I can then make a bundle. I don't think I have... Wait, it's right there. Yeah, okay. It's only one leather and one string. That's it. I have the string from the mine shaft. Quite a lot of it. And I think... And, I'll be able to make my... I think it's 3 here? I think I'll be able to make it right now and go on a bit of a fishing experience. Now, the weather's quite bad, so maybe not now. I'm kidding. I'm going to go right now. I don't care about the weather. Maybe over here? Right? I think this might be a good spot. Oh, and that's broken. I think I'm going to make a little bit of a little itty-bitty moat. Moat? Moat? Wow, what's the word? Dock. That's just not moat. But I'm going to make a little bit of a moat here. I said it again. A little bit of a dock here. And hopefully... Let's see. Perfect. Hopefully I can just, fish a little bit. And without further ado... Let me see. Right here. Look at me. Whoa, look at me. It is fishing time. I'll show you guys the first one in its totality. Fishy business. There you go. And I caught some cod. This might be a new food source, depending on how long this takes. But, without further ado, I'm going to spend the next couple, whatever the heck, fishing. And also, tending to my fields and stuff. But here we go. Oh, pufferfish. On my third one. Oh. Can I... Oh, I can't make potions, can I? No, I actually need a brewing stand, which I can get at a village. So, that's what this is all about. Prepping for episode 5. Oh, and another one. Oh, well, look, I'm going to be able to breathe in the water for quite a long time. I have no idea how long this is going to take. I mean, I'm a little immature. It's only been, what, 10, 11 pulls? But I kind of really want this piece of leather. I'm currently 0 for 11, which is a 0% hit rate. And that's not fun to look at statistic-wise. I don't know what the percentage is. And like I said, I've totally stopped looking online for things. It's just going to be entirely you guys where I'm getting information from. If you're putting it in the comments, I'll learn something, right? But like, let's say I spent the whole of episode 3 trying to get those tridents, right? Which it wasn't the whole episode, but it was a good section. Let's say that I went for the next 5-6 episodes, right? Trying to get a trident with a... What was it? With a Fortune 3 axe, right? Let's say I try to go and get all of those tridents with a Fortune 3 axe. I'm not going to search online to learn otherwise. I just think it might be small, you know, a small probability, and I'll just keep going. But if you guys want to let me know, then fine. You know, then I'll listen to you guys. In the same right here, I might spend a lot of this episode, trying to get leather from this. And if I can't get leather from this, if it's not possible, please let me know in the comments. Because once again, I've made it a rule, and I'm not going to go searching for it. So, if it's something that you guys actually do know, please do not hesitate. Do not hesitate at all. Part of why I'm doing that, you know, and I'm choosing to kind of put some space between me and the internet, is because a big part of what I heard, and honestly what I felt even before making the series, was that the content available, at least in this space, in the Minecraft space, just isn't really accepting of a full immersion. And I'm trying to do that, and I'm trying to do that with an older. I commented on somebody's post, or somebody's comment. I replied to somebody's comment that articulated that same gripe, where it's like you kind of want that 2016, you know, I guess even earlier than that era of videoing and experience. And I think I want to replicate that. I do also want to express myself artistically, right? So I'm doing a lot of those edits, and you see me a lot in like kind of the free cam replay mod. Whoa, hello. You see me in the free cam a lot, doing all that, because, you know, I think it's fun. I think it's cool for storytelling. But what I want to stay consistent is that I don't want my pacing to ever hit that, oh, we're doing 100 days in one episode, or 1,000 days in one movie, which is, you know, amazing. It's amazing content, and I'm not trying to, you know, even come close to disrespecting anybody. That's a lot of work, and it's a lot of commitment. That being said, I do very much enjoy going day by day like this, and my goal is, by the end of this series, whenever it is, whether I get to beat the dragon, or, you know, what episode would that be, like 100 100,000 maybe. When I get to beating the dragon, I will have I'll be able to look back and see a pretty spectacular series, and also something that, even if you weren't the original subscribers to, like you guys, you can come back and enjoy, and kind of immerse yourself in. So that's my goal. And that's also why I kind of want to remaster episodes 1 and 2, just to make the pacing just a little bit better. Again, I'm not changing too much. Yeah, no, it's been quite a couple pulls here. This is what I have so far, just in case you guys were curious. 12 raw cod, 7 pufferfish, and 4 raw salmon. So just fish so far. Just fish. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little alarmed. It's almost a full day, I think it's been, since I've started. Maybe a bit day and change, so a bit concerning. Right when I say that, you know, let me go and put it somewhere. So I have to put it, I'm assuming, if I can't put it on the leaf and I can't put it on a fence, it needs to be next to a physical block, I think. A physical full-size block. How about here? Oh, you can. Ooh, wait, hold on. Let me just do this. I think that's a cool little, like, almost looks like it's a little spout, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's cute. Oh, I can do it here, too. Ooh, I'm gonna do it there instead. You know, I mean, a barrel would be kind of cool, but I do think that putting it right here, so that when you crush it all up, all the access goes back into the water. Hopefully not too polluted. I was sitting down earlier and I was thinking about, hey, how long do you want to make this series, right? And obviously, if I die at any point, that's it. So it could end prematurely at any level. But I was thinking maybe doing it in the... I mean, I want at least maybe like 40 episodes of this, right? I think I'd be satisfied if I at least survive till that amount. And that being said, I'm not really... Ooh, lily pad. I'm not really the... Wait, this will be perfect. There you go, Luscious. Gosh, way to kill my mood. As I was saying yesterday, as we were talking about, I'm thinking my goal is to be able to survive for 40 whole episodes. At that point, I might make a concerted and intentional push to beat the dragon. And once the dragon is beaten, I think... I mean, just realistically, I don't see myself continuing. I think that will be, you know, that's just the perfect way to end a series, I think. That being said, I also have never, and this is a little embarrassing, but I've never defeated the dragon in survival. I know. It's embarrassing. I've been playing this game for a long time, let me tell you. And I definitely I definitely should have solved that a while back, but I just never got around to it. So beating the dragon is probably my end goal. Maybe I shouldn't tell you guys that, but I'll record it nonetheless. Ooh, level 25. I kind of forgot too that there's XP levels. I'm on level 25. Can you believe that? And in hardcore, I'm never gonna lose them until I lose them. So it's actually a good barometer for the progress I'm making. Definitely not feeling like a level 25 though. Definitely feeling like a level... Where are we at? Maybe 3, 4? I mean, episode 4. Yeah, I'm level 4 right now. I'll take that. I'll take a level 4. I'm honestly starting to think that I'm wasting time here. I'm honestly starting to think that I'm not gonna get this leather. But I'm not leaving until I get some form of material that can help me carry this stuff all the way over. Over to where, you might ask? I don't know. And that's exactly why I need the space in my inventory when I do take that adventure. Alright, well, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I haven't had that much success so far. It has been incredibly slow. What you see on your screen right now is, I think, what I've collected. Let me just double check here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the 30 raw cod, 9 pufferfish, 8 salmon, and 2 tropical fish. I'm at a point where I don't think it's possible, and I might stop. However, I really do need a bundle. I really do need something to help me move things like my mob drops and things like that. I may just need to keep stuff back here at this house as I adventure, and maybe one day make my way back. Just to, you know, find a way to make this work, because I really don't want to kill a cow. And it seems like the game, unless I'm totally wrong, doesn't want me to get leather the nice way. It does not want me to do that one bit. Oh my goodness. The durability of my fishing rod is almost entirely spent as well. So I think I'm going to go through this fishing rod, and then if I can't, I'll just call it a day, because I can't spend the rest of the episode doing this. It's a fun segment, maybe for you guys, maybe it's a fun segment for you guys. It's not that fun for me. Not to say that I'm not enjoying myself, but it's almost like gambling. I'm just right there at the slot machine, just like, oh, is it gonna be this one? And it's never this one. It is never this one. Oh, you should have. You wouldn't be able to imagine what I thought that was gonna be after I said it's not gonna be this one. I could have sworn I was gonna see leather flying at my face, but no, not quite, not quite. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but halfway through day 26, and I have not gotten a single piece of leather, even with a fully used fishing rod. On the bright side, though, I do get a nice campfire where I get to cook up some of this fish for the rest of the day and kind of get a free food source. I wouldn't say free, but I definitely wouldn't say free. I sacrificed a lot to get these fish. The sacrifices I needed to pay, the time commitment, made it so that this was definitely not as free as I may have thought. Well, I'll let those continue to cook and I'll pop in back and forth, but I need to actually start thinking about what in the world I'm going to do. I went north last time, and while it was nice, I kind of would like to go in a new direction. So this up here is north, right? Over this way. This is the north direction. That would obviously make this out here being east. This way is west. Wait, what? Sorry, this is north. This is east. This is south. And this is west. Yeah, beyond storage space, I can't really imagine what else I would need. I have my armor, and I have serviceable tools. I think... Ooh. I can go on a little bit of a micro adventure. Now that I think about it. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, I could go on a micro adventure and maybe find a horse, but then I would need a saddle, and I don't have a saddle either, do I? Nope. No saddle. Oh, wait! I do have a saddle! Wait! Not a horse, a donkey. Oh. Do I go on an adventure to find a donkey? Guys, I think... I think we've just had a pivotal change of... Ouch. A pivotal change of plans here. I think it might be getting a donkey time. But what direction do I even go in? It's like I'm going on an adventure before I even go on my adventure. It's a bit of a micro adventure. I can't even think about what in the world I might do. I'll think about it. And by think about it, I am most certainly going to do it. I am almost positively going to do it. Alrighty. Day 27. And it's time to just do a bit of housekeeping. And before I forget, I'm going to snag this guy right here, put him in my inventory. Because we're going to go get a donkey. Oh. We're going to go get a donkey. Now, I have no idea what a good direction to head in is. But I do know... I might take this stone shovel back here. What I do know is they can carry, if I'm not mistaken, donkeys can carry a whole chest on their person, on their donkey. So that might be my route of choice. That might be right there. That's gonna be his chest right there. I think that, you know, kind of having the opportunity to go and grab a whole chest, a donkey rather, or a chest, could be beneficial. It could also really slow me down in episode 5. Like, if I can't move because I need to make sure that this donkey isn't drowning, it could be a bit annoying. However, it would definitely solve the issue that not having leather provides. So I think, I think, but I most certainly know that this is exactly what I'm going to do. I also have been glossing over the fact, but look at this. Look at how much food we now have. In comparison to episode 1, where we were starving literally every 2 seconds. Unbelievable. Oh, wait. Let me think about this too. How do I tame a donkey? Do I need carrots? I don't quite have any carrots. Well, this could be risky, but I'm just gonna go, and I'm gonna hope that they operate like how horses do. Hopefully, if I just ride it a bit, it'll be my friend. So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing more to say or do even. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a couple logs. Maybe a bit of iron. You never know when a tool might break. And, got my bed. Yep. Here we go. I've decided to go east today because there's a big body of water here. And I'm hoping that maybe that might mean that the farther out here I go, the closer I might be to another border, like a biome border. That being said, you know, this little lake could be entirely enveloped or part of a birch biome. I don't quite know. I certainly could check, but I like the surprise, I think. Also, looking back, I'm sorry, I may have been a bit high energy in the first half of this episode, or probably more than half. The first, everything before now portion of this episode. What a beautiful hill. But yeah, while I might have been a bit high energy, I'm still reeling from the fact that I got 100 subscribers. Thank you guys so much again. I can't express it enough. You are the reason why I'm traveling. I hope you know. So every day at night, I want you to pray. And I want you to say, thank you for not choosing to crush me. You are lucky I am choosing the vegan route. Before I go any further, I think that it might be important to save my coordinates. Okay, coordinate saved. Headed off now. It's a little embarrassing to admit, but the reason why I don't show you guys my F3 is because when that screen turns on, I have no idea whatsoever what it's showing. Like, it's just a bunch of numbers to me. Wow, look at that. It's just a bunch of numbers to me. So next thing I know, I drop my IP address, you know, and it's just public for everybody. So I'm trying to be attentive of that and not put up my F3 for that purpose. These hills are absolutely beautiful. And this is why I love large biomes. I feel like it becomes almost impossible to experience something like this at this scale when other biomes are constantly trying to, I guess, spawn on top of one another. This is just more enjoyable. Even if it is 1,000 miles walking through birchwood forests. Even if it is arguably the worst biome in the game. I shouldn't say that, because honestly, I may have embarrassed myself with a bit of singing last time out, but I really do want to express that I was so happy that I finally got, you know, back to the birch forest. Like I said, I didn't have my coordinates saved, so there was a real possibility that I was going to not be able to find my way back. It didn't take as long as I thought it would, but I was a little nervous about it. Wow, look at that. Are you kidding me? What a hill. I mean, that's not even a hill at that point. That's like a mountainette. A little mini mountain. That is, wow, look at Look at that. That is insane. I love Minecraft Generation. And I often do feel like when you rush through the game, you kind of don't get to enjoy all these amazing bits of it. It's part of why I didn't make a massive house. Whoa, hello. Whoa. Ooh, while I'm at it, since I'm here. Okay, maybe not over here. These are stalactites. Don't get hit by one. Woo. There were some there. You gotta be careful when dropping. Who knows? I could have ended my series there. Stalactites, right? What are they? Dripstones? They call them? Yeah. And well, stalagmites. Stalactites and stalagmites, depending on which side of a ceiling or floor they're on. But yeah, I wanted to grab those just in case, because I do think you can, if I'm not mistaken, you can use them to reproduce lava, which I think, I might have gotten rid of it, but next time I find lava, if I can put it in a bucket, I might be able to go ahead and reproduce more lava. And what? You guys saw that, right? You guys, that wasn't planned. I hope you guys know. Look at that. That's lava. So now, okay, you couldn't have asked for anything better there. But yeah, wow. Look, now that I have it, absolutely perfect, right? I can, when I get my donkey, I'll be able to put it in the chest and stuff like that, and maybe maybe make an enchanting table. I have a book at home. I have one book, so I need to make it count, and making it count means putting it on an enchanting table. And then I'll be able to use some diamonds, and there you go. Is that another lava pit? What in the world? What is going on here? Oh! Look at that. They got wolves. And, I hadn't even thought that. I haven't even grabbed an oak sapling yet. And I've been walking the oak. You just get so used to them, even after 5 whole episodes of birch. You have to almost respect the my ability to not notice. It is getting nighttime though, so I'm gonna definitely camp out right here underneath this nice oak tree. Wake up in the morning and keep looking for my donkey. Okay. I don't know what day this is. Please show it on the screen if available. And I'm gonna keep moving. Now I have to be careful because I should be way more attentive of where I am, where I'm going, and all that stuff, because if I just walk in a random direction until I see a donkey right in my sight, this might take way longer than 1 episode. And I'm telling you, I'm absolutely determined to make sure that this is a 1 episode event. So if I see a biome that looks convincing, I need to change my direction and make my way over there. I mean, are you kidding me though? Look at these mountains. Way to just shut me up. That was breathtaking. But yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, donkeys are in plains biomes. So I'm going to make an effort to go and find myself a plains biome. You get so infatuated with making a big build and doing all these awesome things in Minecraft that you kind of forget where you started in it. Growing up was, a plains biome, perfect. Growing up was, playing it was really something special. And I remember my favorite world ever was this world on Pocket Edition, I think back in 2010, it must have been. I was a kid.